They are whacking me with so many sticks, it's actually lagging out my computer. Well, welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies. It's just a visual representation of how some people feel about replay videos. You know who you are. Anyway, this is my updated base in Kenshi. You can see I've done a bit of recruiting and I have some defenses set up, a nice little kill zone there, and the training courtyard where I'm training up my ninja girl squad, robot girls as far as the eye can see, and we've begun the production of robotic limbs. And don't mind the potato peelers over there. Those are not for use on human beings. Those are strictly for performing regular, ordinary maintenance to my robotic soldiers. And if any UN investigators come, I was never here. So, yeah. We're peeling the limbs off of one of our bots just to see if it can also be done on bots. I mean, to see if it can be done exclusively on skeletons. It would obviously be unethical to purposefully dismember your anime girls and build a squad of cybernetically enhanced anime women. That would just be bad and wrong. And on a completely random note, check out my squad of cybernetically enhanced anime women. I know it's hard to tell because they're all wearing dress formal slacks and the Shredder's armor, but I assure you those are all this is a squad of cyborg girls for the specific purpose of just pissing off Holy Nation as much as we possibly can. And that's kind of the goal of what you'll see in this episode. I just kind of want to see how strong I could get, and spoilers, it's pretty dang strong. But there are many challenges in this game, and I got a little bit tangled up in some time that you won't see video of because it was just me taking my other team into Holy Nation territory and getting my ass handed to me because I picked a fight with somebody that was just a little bit too strong. And yeah, that character is called Goth Girlfriend because as a randomly generated character, she had certain assets that reminded me of the meme. But here we have it. This is one of the biggest groups of starving bandits that I've ever seen. These are about the weakest foe you can face in the game. That's right, the humanoids are pretty much weaker than dogs to start out in Kenshi, and you have to train up their fighting stats and toughness before they're really worth anything. And then, if they accidentally fall into the potato peeler for an hour or so and tragically lose the use of their weak, fleshy human limbs, and then I have to replace them with my top-of-the-line custom-built merchandise. Well, I mean, twist my arm. But yes, Kenshi is a bloody game, is it not? And one of my character constantly carrying the pack animal, his name is George, because of course it is. And here we go. The bulk of the video is going to be me trying to succeed with the group of ninja girls. They're not really ninja girls, they're more like stormtrooper girls if I'm going to be honest, because they don't sneak anywhere. They just beat the ever-loving bejesus out of anyone that decides to pick a fight with them. And because they all have clickety-clackety arms and legs, and Ocranites are what Ocranites are, they get fights picked. And you can see 1-on-1 or 2-on-1, add one for fun. These ladies can just absolutely shred paladins as you see them doing. We're making use of a few mods in this gameplay, as I've mentioned before. I have somewhere in the area of 120 mods active. And that is just, I mean, this game just does not care about mods. It runs so nicely. It's sort of games like Neverwinter Nights and the Elder Scrolls games were my introduction to the modding scene, and I've enjoyed a lot of mods with regard to those. Ooh, he's gonna need some spare limbs. I think his leg fell off. But they also kind of highlighted how much those games were not really made to have extensive mod support. And yes, you can make all kinds of mods for them, but they aren't compatible with each other. And I had no idea that a game could be so mod friendly as Kenshi is. It really makes me look forward to Kenshi 2 coming sometime shortly after the heat death of the universe. And here he is, one of the major leaders for the Akronite forces, High Inquisitor What's-His-Nuts. And not only do the Akronites generally hate, fear, and mistrust women, but they are full-on murder hobo mode for robos, for skeletons, and any other relics of, what is it, the Second Empire? Anyway, this is not that, and you can see that we're eating through his guards fairly well. We've got green numbers along with some of the damage that we're taking there, and you can see that our heavy armor is protecting us fairly well. The Akronite weapons, designed to deal extra damage against robots and robotics, will not have such an easy time against the fleshy torso bits of my ninja girls that are also fairly well protected by their armor and their well-trained toughness. And yet you can see in the red both an Inquisitor and the High Inquisitor himself actually managing to take down a few of my people, performing very effectively in one-on-one combat indoors here, where the two-handed weapons that these ladies prefer are outmatched by the skill and craftsmanship of these Inquisitors' single-handed swords. And the fans that we brought along, while they're very good defensively, they're not, I think they're called Tessen, but they're fans. Huge fan. Also, if I could turn my people off of passive, that would probably be helpful as well. So we're trying to think a little bit creatively here, because, well, this is about the point where we would want to run away or reload an old save unless we switch things up. These Inquisitors are very difficult to take down in a one-on-one duel, and adding numbers to the mix doesn't really fix the issue. Generally, he's still going to get a piece of me there, but now we've got him flanked. So basically what I'm saying is we need to mix things up, and one way to do that is to throw some crossbow usage into the mix. Now, crossbows are the only mobile ranged weapon in Kenshi, and they operate differently than your melee attacks, in that a crossbow fires a bolt that hits what it hits. You cannot parry a crossbow bolt, you filthy casual. And if you want to say, no, you be gone, to a High Templar, or sorry, a High Inquisitor, geez, that guy's thick, then you are well served in using a powerful crossbow to deal damage on hit instead of allowing his very capable defensive skills to come into play. You can see that with his one-handed sword there, he is cutting up Mika, even though she is defending herself admirably. With that extra damage and stagger that we get by hitting her with a crossbow bolt helps out a little bit. And it definitely could help out a lot more, because the crossbow that I'm using is the Ranger, which is a fantastic crossbow for anti-animal use or crowd control. It has roughly double the fire rate of more powerful crossbows, but because you don't deal so much base damage when compared with things like the, what's it called, Eagle's Cross or something, the really powerful crossbow. Sorry. I've been talking for all of 10 minutes and my voice is failing on me. It's been a long day. It really has. I worked out a little bit today, and I managed to piss off some of the smaller muscles in the small of my back, which in turn has pulled a nerve a little bit, and I got a sore back. I got to be very careful about my posture. I'm a scoliosis boy, and I had major spine surgery that really helped, but I have to be very, very careful about my posture. So I've been a little bit strained today, I won't lie, but you know what? I'm not having nearly as bad a time as this High Inquisitor what's his nuts, because he has finally gotten pecked down enough by these ladies that his defensive abilities are being hampered by the sheer amount of trauma that we've put his body through here, as he still stands and fights, but now we're seeing more of those green numbers that we love to see also very much, and yet even a high paladin over here can take down one or two of my people. These are very skilled melee combatants that I'm fighting against, and this is probably a little bit more their arena than mine. But I wanted to test out the Ninja Girl squad, and here we go, putting them to the test. And of course, the Ninja Girl squad and Bomberman. I do have I do have one lamb type robot boy in the mix. And again, we got some mods on display. The skeleton that I have in the party is himself a mod, and the extra skeleton races mod is really cool. I'm a huge fan. We are managing to whittle down the enemy here, and this is the toughest fight that we've actually succeeded at in the game so far, and it was just a great sense of accomplishment to get that one sorted. And I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with these guys, but it'll be something fun. I don't suppose that we're gonna change their views on the world, but we could give it a shot on giving them a new perspective, helping them think outside the box, just trying to change their personality to something, I don't know, a little more disarming as we try and take his sword away. But if you don't have enough space in your inventory, then you can't just it's kind of a little bit awkward. You can't just grab a weapon off of somebody. But yeah, maybe we'll take his shirt just to show him who's boss. And with the kidnapping and the quick saving, we've done it. Now it's time to take our booty home and see to the future of what do I even call this little group of folks? I don't know. I never thought about it before. They just are. But if anything, I guess I'll name them after the first and major squad, the Flim Flammers, with their flippity floppity footsies and whatnot. But there you go. What's this? 4 fresh, new, chunky limbs available? The prisoners will... Oh no! What's this? They've accidentally fallen into the potato peeler. Oh well. Don't worry about your limbs, folks. I brought a spare. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.